I tried to record this on my computer, but it kept coming up with this weird electronic voice, and so I'm just gonna try this one more time using my phone. Hopefully the baby doesn't scream too loud. Okay? So this one is called To an Old Roommate, I'm So Sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't the roommate I was supposed to be. I needed to be slutty and hot and sweet and sexy and wholesome and rich and innocent and snobby. I'm sorry I let you drag me along. Open door policy, knocking on doors around the dorm to introduce myself to random people on our floor, tossing hair over shoulders. I'm sorry I flinched away at the tossed hair, that I wanted a bob that barely passed my chin, that when I tucked it behind my ears, guys said that I looked adorable. I'm sorry that you got that angry look in your eyes when guys said that even though I was shy, I was the friendlier of us two. I'm sorry that guys said that they'd rather date me than date you. I'm sorry I couldn't be the roommate I was supposed to be. I'm sorry that when you said, "This is a secret, don't tell anyone," you said it to so many people that it was no longer a secret. And I never told anyone. But I am sorry that I kept the secret and I let people think that you were the sweet one and that I was the evil one. And I'm sorry that there had to be a difference between us two. I'm sorry that you moved out because others on our floor wrote slut on the door in big black letters. I'm sorry that when I spoke up, "I'm still a virgin," everyone knew that the slut was you. I'm sorry that when you left, I shut the door. No more open door policy, and I retreated into myself. I'm sorry for lowering my head and my eyes whenever I saw you in the halls because you moved right down the hall from me, and I had to see your smug face every day. I'm sorry that after our roommate split, our mutual friends had to choose between us, and they eventually chose you because your lies depicted me in a false light. I'm sorry that I didn't correct them. After a certain point, I just didn't care anymore. I just wanted to do well in school, even though I knew that in November it was already too late. I'm sorry that I trusted that you would keep your word. That when you and our other supposed friends lied to me, he was able to do what he did. I'm sorry that when I opened the door and saw him standing there, the one who had hit me before but claimed he was drunk, I let him in. I'm sorry that I was angry at you for not being truthful, for because you didn't come, which you told him you weren't, he held me down and slapped me around. I'm sorry that he laughed as he ground his pelvis into mine, our clothes tugging and pulling between us, the buckle of his belt leaving a deep impression into the soft skin of my belly. I'm sorry that I couldn't move, though I always thought that I would, and I'm sorry I thought of you. My eyes were closed so tight, and I also thought of my childhood. I thought of when one of the teens pushed her hands between my legs, and I couldn't say no, didn't know to say no. I thought of when I was even younger and was burned in my scalp with cigarette butts. I relive that pain every day that I hide the scars in my head. As I lay there, letting him paw at me, I thought of my brother slapping me, punching me, kicking me down. I thought of being told I was too ugly to be loved or cared. I'm sorry that I remember when I was 7, suicide was on my mind. But then I promised myself I wanted to stay alive long enough just to go to college so that I could learn amazing things and oh, how great it would be to be on my own and to finally feel safe and to be safe. I'm sorry that I couldn't move because my life flashed before my eyes and not the highlights as it's supposed to happen, but the dark parts. I'm sorry that because you lied to me, he did this. And I thought of all that when I was supposed to be past it, when I was supposed to be healed, when having gone to college and starting a new life for myself meant it was going to be different. Despite some of your behavior, I didn't think that you would want this for me, right? I didn't think that you told him to come over and do this to me, did you? Did you tell him to come teach me a lesson? I'm sorry, but I never learned it. I'm sorry that when I finally punched him with a weak hand, I thought of you. I thought of how you lied to me and how because of that, he was able to do what he did. I'm sorry for never speaking up about him, despite being so afraid. I rarely left my room and flunked 2 classes that semester. I'm sorry that every day I would see him in the elevator and he would give me that look with one eyebrow raised as if to ask me if I'd told on him yet. I'm just so sorry, and I hope you can forgive me for not being the roommate I was supposed to be. So that's it. And it's been real quiet the 4 minutes it's taken me to read this, and I feel like the baby is doing something bad. So I'm going to go check on her. But I hope you enjoyed it.